In this one, I made squiggles so that there were fat areas, and I made all of these lines going the same direction. So it just gives it a certain kind of look. And I didn't know how it would come out, so it looked like this. And in turning the page, I forgot already how I did this. I'm not trying to copy something that I already made. So in this one, I kind of made all the squiggles going in the same direction instead of having fat areas and thin areas. And then I made these lines go like this, and then the next set went like that. So I alternated, you know, sort of like convex, concave, convex, concave. Anyhow, so I didn't really like the way it looked when I was done. So I thought, well, all right, let me put some colors in it. So I went ahead and just randomly colored in every other one. Almost looks like Cat in the Hat, doesn't it? But it's just so fun. And then when I fill in all these other places, it'll look interesting, just like this page, because your eye will just go from one to another and back again. And it's just so much fun to look at. And I did this one the same way. I made squiggly, curvy shapes, and then I just filled in each shape. And I didn't do it all at one time. I did this over the course of maybe a week or a week and a half. And I didn't know how it was going to look when it came out, but sort of almost looks like a parrot to me. And then I did this one, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the colors. I didn't like how the shapes looked together. But what it did for me is it gave me practice in making some different kinds of patterns so that I could use them later. Sometimes I cannot remember how I did them. So sometimes I look at YouTube videos to, you know, I watch the people do it, just like I made this video for y'all, so that I can be reminded how to do it. And then there's this one. Here's another one I didn't like, so you know what? I stopped doing it and I went to another page. Here's one I do like. You know, you don't have to fill the page up. You don't have to do it in squares. I just made some curves, and then I filled in some little places until, you know, I was doodling. I said, okay, that's enough. And maybe I added some more later. And then there's this one, which is a little interesting. And this is the one that I started with. I just made zig, zag, and then I connected from here up to there, and from here down to there, and like that, and that, and that, just randomly. And then I kind of, you know, filled in some of these, and that's it. And it was just, this was very relaxing and a lot of fun. Oh, I don't know how long ago, a few years ago, I had started doing this sort of thing, but I really wasn't happy with how it looked. I think I tried to fit too much in here. So anyway, you know, there's something, I really like this one. It's almost like a patchwork quilt. And then again, this is today's, my Cat in the Hat patch on my quilt. But I didn't know what it was gonna look like. I just, you know, kind of kept going, and here it is. The point of this whole thing is to make, well, not to make something. The point of the whole thing is to make one line at a time and just relax and enjoy it. Feel how smoothly the marker goes across the paper. I don't know, I mean, you know, I don't have any plan. I'm just thinking, let me do this, and maybe I'll turn it this way. By the way, if you want to make a fairly straight line, pull your whole arm down, not just your hand. So look, you know, I was making them sort of the same width, and then that one, oops, came out a different width. That's okay. So you know what? I think I'll make a little bit fatter one over here. And now, let's see. I think I'm gonna put just a bunch of random polka dots here. And see, it's already looking a little interesting. Let's see, why don't we do this? Make little sort of stripy things going one way, going another way. Okay, I think I'll color this triangle in. There it is. Ta-da! How about this one? No, I think I'll use pink.